Welcome back to Story of Seasons. We're coming up close on our first festival. It's not the White's Day. That's one of those Japanese-ish Valentine's Days. It's a separate thing. Ta-da. One thing you do, if you make enough of a certain type of food, eventually you'll be able to add what's called a secret ingredient. I talked about this a little bit. It's usually just like cinnamon and salt or mayonnaise or whatever. I don't think it actually increases the quality, but it might increase the selling point and possibly the amount of stamina you get back. But let's give Ida a turnip salad. She really likes those. And I want to butter her up.
Well...
But I'm not going to tell you why.
Is she a romance option?
No. Did you just cross your arms and huff?
I huffed. I did.
And let's give it to Rager.
I like that spicy granny, okay?
She likes you.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. I put my hand over my mouth and wiggled my eyebrows there.
You basically, Fritz just said, it ain't the size that matters.
That's how you use it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what people with tiny farms say.
Fritz makes up for it otherwise. Here, I'm just going ahead and using up my stamina. Oh, that looked like it hurt.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Best is now one with Rock.
Oh man, I'm so tired I can't maintain a distinct physical presence.
Yeah, when I get tired, I discorporate too.
So when you pass out, you wake up at the clinic, and you have this exact same cutscene every time.
Please don't collapse. Not because it'll hurt you, but because you're fat.
It was exceedingly exhausting. I actually passed out, and then someone else had to pick me up. But it was exhausting to them to drag you and me.
We actually needed a U-Haul to get everyone here. Not one of the little ones.
But then a U-Haul got tired and it broke down. But the reason I did that is because I actually knew it would be rainy the next day. So I didn't need to water my crops.
Wow, are you a wizard?
Nope, I just moved on to the next day, but what I do is I actually save before I go to bed, in case anything happens the next day. So I save scum.
Oh, you saved scum to know the weather, but you didn't save scum to know the lottery numbers.
Not in this game.
You're a nicer guy than Biff Talon.
54 fresh potatoes.
Oh, yes! So fresh!
So, potatoes. I'm not going to give you potato facts. They're potatoes. You know about potatoes already.
I got a ton of taters.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Come on, Hanako!
Well, at least you're washed. Sort of.
No. She's covered in leather. It's going to get ruined.
That is the wrong thing.
No.
Do not use
Oh
that.
my god.
That was a joke last episode!
We're kidding. We're kidding.
Luckily, when you talk, brush, and milk the cow, any stress they have will go down with each little action. So, she's probably back to 100% now.
It's true, I always feel better when I've been, talked to and milked.
And had your lovely coat brushed for you.
Yeah, that's right. My pelt is glossy and my milk is nutritious.
Oh, come on. The best part of going to get a haircut is when they wash your hair.
Gee, there are a lot of barbers around here who get really mad about that. They just want to trim you and then send you on your way. They don't want to intimately massage your scalp with scented oils.
So what's kind of funny about the recipes, a lot of them are sort of the same thing. Like, you can make a turnip salad, eventually you can probably make, like, a turnip soup. And in some cases, they're worth less than the ingredient you put in. And sometimes a recipe that's just one ingredient can have totally different prices from each other.
Is a potato salad just half of a potato in a bowl?
I don't know if there is a potato salad. If there is, it's probably got an additional ingredient like mayonnaise or something. I could be completely wrong, though. All I know is potato pancakes are a gift for only one person, Margot. For whatever reason, she's the only person who likes potato pancakes.
Potato pancakes are a gift to humanity.
I'm cutting this very close. The nice thing about swimming, it does use up stamina to go diving, but it's a very tiny amount. So even though I had almost no stamina, it wasn't using enough to knock me out. And an animal that actually shows up only during the rain are frogs. I think there's only 3 you can find. They do sort of cycle depending on the season. They're tiny and charming. Oh, and another person who likes turnip salads is Marion.
Figure they wouldn't be pink enough.
Margot, I think you think everything is annoying.
Oh, but not potato pancakes. Finally, something that doesn't piss me off.
Probably the best gift to give to Marion, actually, is grilled fish. There's a few people that like grilled fish. There's a It's weird how there's some things that logically most people should like, but only a few people like. This game confuses me.
Yeah, humans confuse me too with their different preferences and the fact that they never really do what you want.
I can imagine you saying that and just sort of eyeing me from this side. Like, Thorn, you fucknut.
Which is a good trick considering you're in different countries.
Look, I didn't want to say anything, Thorn, but you're sitting in my seat.
In California.
Yeah, that's right. That's my customary California chair.
Well, it is a wood chair.
Yeah, that's right. Well.
I'll get it eventually, Mom. There we go.
Good old 2-day rock smash.
Too good to smash all at once.
And then I found another one. Damn.
Oh, now you can make an ancient fish fossil sandwich.
With a small carp. Small carp might be another one of the fishes that's too small to make grilled fish out of.
Small char master. Oh, that is a lot of awards.
Yep. And you get one for each type of fish.
We're ruining this generation, handing out participation trophies for every fish.
Goddamn millennials.
But I found the biggest one.
That's right. I like to assume that these awards are just self-applied by Best. Because she's so optimistic, she's just like, wow, I've really mastered catching these small chars.
So since it is White's Day, which I believe is the day where girls give gifts to guys, I can actually go to Otmar and buy some cookies. And I can give those as gifts. But I'm not going to.
Oh, Fritz, I got you a Sadie Hawkins biscuit.
More potato seeds. I think that's 2 in the same day. Just popped out of me.
And we should throw them all over. They're bound to get in her dress.
So it's like the residue of all the potato seeds I've thrown before. I could collect enough to make another bag.
Yeah, man. You gotta scrape out the filter. That's where the good stuff is.
So what really makes unlocking that merchant where you have to sell all these crops, recipes, crafting materials, and crap. A lot of them are the same thing, it's just you've done different things with them. So, like, I need to sell a bunch of just regular turnips, and then I need to make cooked turnips, things like that. It is such a long process. I think at the earliest, you're maybe able to unlock them in summer of the second year. And that's not counting the person where you have to sell decorations and buildings that you put on your farm. Hundreds of them, by the way.
Holy crumbs.
Somewhere there's a nation of children going, Mom, turnips for dinner again?
Mom, another swing set in the backyard. Can buy a coop now, though.
Alright.
Or the plans for it, anyway. Gotta make it myself.
Why would you need to build a stethoscope?
Because you can use that to check the current stress level of your animals. Just sort of see how they're doing. Even though there's a little ledger in each barn that tells you that anyway. Do you want to buy grilled fish? That's a recipe you need to buy, but it's very useful, because all the small fish, they're only worth like 20 to 30 gold, but when you grill them, they're worth like 120. And it's a pretty good healing item as well.
I had to look up what butter tea is. That's cool.
I level up cooking.
Alright.
Grilled fish. You take a fish, and you grill it.
Leveling up doesn't increase the quality of the food too much. At the most, maybe it'll increase the star rating by 1/2 of a star, maybe 2. So let's give Marion a fish. Because that is a better gift than the turnip salad. I want that fucking jacket. Look at that. It's big and fuck off. And Gunther also likes grilled fish. So does Maurice in the inn, but I think there's another gift that he likes more. So I give him that. He's probably also another person who likes the butterflies. There are different gifts that will give more friendship than others. Like the turnip salad would give Marion 250 friendship points. The grilled fish, I think, gives 500, though, which is even better. And everyone has one item that they love above all else, and that gives you 1,000 friendship points with them. In some cases, it's super easy to get friendships up, but in other cases, it's more reliable to give them the smaller one, just over a longer period of time. For example, Fritz is only ever going to get bugs from me, because his most beloved item is midden crab soup. And you can't get midden crabs until you've caught every other fish ever, and it's storming.
You maniac!
You notice how everyone horsing faster than you is a maniac? Everyone horsing slower than you is an idiot.
But I don't even have a horse. Schneitzel.
Oh, my horse Schneasel!
What is Schneitzel? I'm gonna look that up. According to Google Translate, it detected it as English.
Bad misspelling of Schnitzel, which is probably that horse's ultimate fate anyway.
Apparently it's German for cutting.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe like the horse is supposed to be named Cutter. Something like that.
I just think Elise talks really poor German. Speaks really poor German. She doesn't know German.
She just thinks it makes her sound cool.
I'm so cultural.
Except, now it says Cutter in German is Cutter. Whatever. So if I give Elise 5 bottles of milk, she'll give me a horse.
Fair trade.
The horse is very useful for getting around, but it's very annoying if it's anywhere near you. You'll see what I mean once we get it.
Just like the very first Harvest Moon horse. Stand still, horsey. I want to throw this in your saddlebags.
Yeah, it's too bad they took that functionality out. It was cool. You cannot use it to ship. Because again, there's no shipping bin in the game. Ooh, now we can buy soybean seeds. Soybeans count as a grain. Grains are crops that actually take multiple months to grow, usually just one. But they can grow in any season. I have 6 milk. Veronica likes milk as gifts, so I'll give her one, and I'll give the rest to Elise. Some other day.
Let her stew for a bit in her shitty, milkless existence.
Oh, making a cake is a disaster, huh?
No cake, this will simply not do.
Well, DEFCON 1, bitch.
Oh!
What am I supposed to tell people to eat?
Angela's also pretty easy to befriend. She likes pretty much any crop you grow on your farm. As long as it's a vegetable, she'll like it. And again, giving her one as a gift is not a big loss.
I've really made it my life's mission, like, personally speaking, to be really easy to befriend, you know? like, I'll take pocket lint, man, and, and, like, improve my relationship standing with you. It's just, it's so cake.
Nope, Skippy. That's good, because
Yeah.
I mailed you a rock.
Oh, man, a rock? I love this, thank you!
If you smash them together, you can make a little makeshift knife.
It's true! Oh, and just a pleasing sound. Sam, fetch my worst horse.
Delivered to the barn at worst.
No, this is mediocre, so it needs the most mediocre horse.
That's the other game.
Mm-hmm.
This farm is the worst.
Oh no. I'm confusing my farms.
Let's see, what did I name the worst horse?
Patty Horst. Nice.
Didn't have enough space for middling, so it's Mdling.
Maybe it's supposed to be meddling? Like it earns medals?
I like it. It looks like a Viking name.
Mdling. Mdling Bluetooth.
My horse's name is Mythling. Mythling the hearse. I'm not sure if that's a Viking accent.
Or a bell with a speech impediment? Dling.
So the horse is super easy to befriend. Because all you can do with it is brush it and ride it. And there's not many ways you can upset it. Like, it can hang out in the rain, it doesn't mind. I don't even think it can really get stressed. So, like, by the end of the month, the horse is gonna be my best friend.
He's got an awfully big horsey head.
Doesn't get caught on stuff, but he's It makes transport very easy. Because you can call him for pretty much anywhere in the game. As long as there's one of those little stables.
So what was that whole thing about keeping a carrot in your pocket?
Because another thing you can do with the stables, if you have a carrot with you, you can actually fast travel between the different stables.
Oh, alright.
Each time you do that, it does use up a carrot, though.
You gotta pay the fare.
It's beady little horse eyes.
Hey, Hanako, look at your new best friend.
I'm gonna kill you, horse boy.
This is my barn. Yeah, that's great. I really like that these animals filled out their dating profile in this journal for you. How would you describe yourself, Hanako? Level-headed, I think.
Young and old.
I'm a cow out of time.
Oh, it's raining on Otmar's birthday.
Hey, Otmar. Get behind the counter.
Now it's Otmar's birthday fuckbox.
Yay! A fuck box?
Here's something soft for you to eat with your one remaining tooth.
And another thing.
Wow.
Oh, good, grass seeds this time.
Yeah, I'll bet it's grass seeds.
To be fed to the animals.
Speaking of level-headed.
Lowers their stress.
Increases the appetite. Yeah, it's good.
So trees will actually regrow on your farm. It's a pretty slow process. And as long as there's a patch of dirt on the ground where you're growing something, they won't grow there.
Yeah.
Look, like there's a little baby one here where I was growing grass.
Well, trees do regrow very slowly, so it's really important to recycle and practice good forest stewardship for the future.
Yeah. Fritz, do not tease me.
Oh.
He wants to horse around.
Oh, maybe we could go for a horse race, Fritz. Yeah.
Shut up, game.
Doing what?
And another thing, is that like 4 days in a row I got something out of those logs?
Good logs, man.
I think it's kind of funny. Marion, Giorgio, and I think Klaus are part of this little beauty society. It's like, you guys are too predictable. That's a lie, Marion. You have to be at the clinic to examine me.
No, I'll examine you right here, amongst the blossoms.
Fifi.
Wow. Wow, Fifi.
Okay.
Saying that, looking right into Best's eyes. There's nothing here.
Here's how you keep track of everything while you're trying to unlock those merchants. Because at the top it tells you how many of a certain column of items you've sold. So turnips, milk, wool, all those count as vesture, I think. And selling vesture is one of the columns that eventually unlocks that merchant. Again, it's like the last merchant, so you don't need to worry about it right now. If you're just playing the game, the most you have to worry about is getting a certain amount of money from each of the merchants as you unlock them. Because you need to reach 50k, maybe 100k in order to unlock Cabin Country in summer, and then 200 in order to unlock the person in fall.
Cabin Country?
Yeah. It makes more sense when you see it. But on that note, my hoarding of all of these vegetables is going to pay off. I'm gonna sell a big-ass chunk of these. And I get pretty lucky. Like I mentioned before, if you sell too many of one type of item to one merchant, their selling price will go down. So like if I were to just sell too many turnips, all of my spring crops would sell for less. Whatever reason that didn't happen in this part, but it will happen in a later part. I'll take out all except for 20, maybe 25. I'll save the ones in there for cooking, and then I'll sell all the others, both for cash and because when you sell 500 of one type of crop, it unlocks a golden version of their seeds. They're very difficult to grow, and I'm not really going to try until year 2. But it's time for our first cow festival. Hanako has no heart, so you can guess how well she's going to do.
Gosh, I don't want to sound racist, but all these cows look the same.
Also, there's a dog standing on 2 legs.
I don't want to look at him. Guts Farm!
None of these are people you actually meet. Sometimes, like with Fifi, you might actually see her multiple times. But if she's nondescript, you're probably not.
This is the best the worst farm could do.
Here's the character I was talking about. Woofio is horrifying.
So, is he a mascot or just a pervert?
Could be both.
He likes cows.
His mascot eyes blink.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And his tongue waggles. What is this music, too?
It's what I hear in my nightmares.
Welcome to the LP of Five Nights at Freddy's 7.
So sort of what Woofio says about your cow seems to be random. Doesn't really seem to correlate with how good it is. Pretty sure I got in last.
Oh, what's wrong with Hanako?
She's a baby, she's not good enough.
Man.
I guess the best of the worst just isn't good enough.
Dang.
You don't get any prizes from a contest unless you get in first. Maybe second. You want to get first. That's where you get all the best stuff. And like I mentioned before, everyone has unique dialogue for the end of the festival, but I put that in a separate video just because there was so much of it. And you have to actually leave the festival in order for time to continue again and for you to talk to the merchants if they've shown up.
No.
What's kind of weird is everyone just repeats what they said in the festival until they get to their house. Sort of like their brains just shut off until they get home.
The festival is over. We must return to our homes.
Ding dong, ding dong.
Oh, yeah. How about those dollars, please?
Sweet turnip money.
Oh, yeah.
And the price didn't even go down despite me selling 100 plus of those.
Demand is fairly stable in the Silk Country.
I'm not worrying about star rating too much, because I don't even have access to the seed maker yet. Eventually what I'll want to do is I'll actually make seeds out of the crops as I've grown them and just sort of recycle them. And I'll probably just buy seeds for the very first crop and then start recycling them from there.
Oh, gotcha.
There will be a point where I probably don't buy seeds ever again. Certainly not for the first set of crops. Every year, I think there's new crops each season. But when you play online, there's a good chance you might come across them just from other players, which is how you break the game using online. I don't need to worry about the bell. What I think is kind of weird, I think you can use the bell and the stethoscope, and those count for increasing your friendship with your animals. I don't know why.
Oh man, if you've never had a truly nice stethoscoping, you are missing out, brother.
Nice cold thing on your chest, and a loud dinging in your ear.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you get the nice validation of somebody saying, yep, that's a good strong heartbeat.
You're not dead.
I am definitely hearing something.
Yeah, sounds like cancer.
Oh no. It's one of them rare shrieking cancers all up in you.
Some people have a heart murmur, I have a heart scream.
That'll speed it up considerably. Copper watering can, regular O. Unlike in other games, because of how farming works in this, you don't charge up your tools for anything special. It just speeds up what it does, which is equally useful.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't have the really satisfying feel of sort of winding up and just like watering 10 acres at once, but I guess it'll do.
That is one thing A New Beginning did so much cooler. When you fully upgraded your watering can, you just threw the water up in the air and made a storm cloud.
So mystical.
It only covered a certain amount of the farm, but it was cool. If a patch of crops even barely touched the square of where you threw the water up, it still watered that entire patch.
Oh, far out.
But in part 8, we're going to start getting headway into the part events with the different bachelors. Off-screen, I've cut out a lot of me befriending everyone. I looked up all of the items that they like, and I've made an effort to get as many of them as possible. Primarily just for seeing character cutscenes. I don't think they really give me gifts or anything. Certainly didn't buy my birthday. But, we will also unlock the competitions with the rival farmers, where we can start taking their plots of land for our own use. And then we will finally see where this game's versions of the Harvest Sprites show up. Briefly, only for a cutscene. But that's in part 8. We'll see you then.